Well, hello everyone, it's Shadow's Mom, and I'm here to present to you guys some more Dota 2 action. I actually paused this because I noticed about 5 minutes into the game that I had my microphone muted. So, I know what happens the first 5 minutes. That's really honestly about it. I'm going to go ahead and unpause it here. So we've got, for the rating, we've got Bot 1, I believe some Japanese or Korean letters. I don't know what that actually spells out. Then we've got Justin Bieber, Into the Rainbow, and John versus Digital Controller, EXE Zodarak, -10 EXE Dashiman, Guster, and Bromo Sapien. I believe I pronounced Brown's name right. I could be wrong though. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward it here because nothing too major happens the first, few minutes of the game. Well, a few minutes of the replay because it's first few minutes. But for the Radiant right now, it looks like we're going to be having Lesh, Lifestealer, Magnus, and for the Dire, it looks like Centaur Warrunner, a potential Darkseer, which yes we do. Or yes, we do see the Darkseer. We got an Alchemist, Bounty Hunter, and Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage was just implemented not that long ago. I think maybe the previous 2 weeks or so. And for the Radiant, we have Leshrac, Troll Warlord, Bristleback, Lifestealer, and Magnus. So I just want to go ahead and say this now. Troll Warlord, probably one of the weirdest champions because he's considered both a range and a melee if he goes into melee form, or melee stance, or whatever you want to call it. He pretty much he has a bash ability that does not stack with, bash items such as Cranium Basher. Why would it? That would be kind of redundant. That would be pretty much permabash. Which, not saying he doesn't do that now, but yeah, that'd be pretty OP that he can get, 2 bashes off, and that's a lot of extra damage and yada yada. But I think he's actually not the strongest. He's not as strong in Dota 2 as he is in Dota. I'm pretty sure, like in pub games, just random 5v5 and stuff like that, he's pretty, he's still pretty strong, but versus, legit team versus another legit team, I don't think he's that, that good. He's more of a pub stomp champion. But it looks like actually, as I'm saying, this Troll Warlord takes a chunk of damage. He's down to about 100 health, and he just wastes a pot right there, and he's down to about 50 health right here, and he manages to get away just barely. And Bristleback taking some damage, about 100 damage for his trouble, saving that Troll Warlord. So up top, it looks like we're going to have Skywrath Mage and Centaur Warrunner versus Bristleback. In the middle, we're going to have Magnus versus Alchemist. And bottom, we're going to have Leshrac versus Bounty Hunter. Darkseer is going to go ahead and jungle for the Dire. And it looks like Lifestealer is going to go ahead and jungle for the Radiant. And I said this in a previous cast, Lifestealer is probably one of the best jungle champions because of his Feast ability. Allows him to do damage equal to 4, 5, 6, or 7% of the enemy's current health as damage, and he gains that much health back every time he attacks. So that's pretty good. That's, a pretty significant thing that allows him to go ahead and take the take the elders and whatnot over here or over here pretty quickly. It looks like now we're going to have Troll Warlord going bottom to help that Leshrac versus Bounty Hunter. Which can't say I'd blame him because Bounty Hunter will start to be a pain for Leshrac to deal with come mid and late game. Plus he's, going to be playing this as a support, not as a, full-blown, hey, I'm going to just completely nuke your entire health down champion. Bristleback in the meantime is taking a ton of damage, and not even lying that guys, this is as far as I got before I realized my microphone was muted. So yeah, I don't know why they're pausing. Yeah, they're just gonna go ahead and have some friendly banter here and there. Nothing too too disturbing, hopefully. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up here, just because it just makes my life easier. Yeah. That's, that's what happens when you chat sometimes with people. Things can go completely awry in a matter of seconds. Lifestealer now is taking a ton of damage from the jungle, which, not like a Lifestealer, but then again, he does have his feast, so he should be fine. Meantime, we do have Bounty Hunter being pushed back to his tower, which, not surprising, he's versus a Troll Warlord and versus a Leshrac. Yes, Leshrac's playing as a support, but doesn't mean he can't toss out just auto attacks every now and then onto that Bounty Hunter. And Bounty Hunter should realize that they have a Sentry Ward there. They can actually see him while he's invis. I believe he does realize that it is warded, and he's just going to play it safe for now and, stay behind his tower where he's in relative, where he's in relative safety. That's what I wanted to say the first time, but I wanted to try and reword it. Now, it looks like Magnus doing a little bit of damage to that Alchemist, not a whole lot, just, shockwave here and there, maybe an auto attack here and there. Nothing too serious that would actually kill Alchemist, just outright. Bristleback now, he's one of the champions that, if you ever played League of Legends, which I know some of you probably have, think of him as Singed. You just don't chase him. You want to do as much damage to him as you possibly can while he's facing you. Because once he has his back to you, once he gets, his Bristleback ability, which is like his biggest passive, up to level, 4, yeah, he takes 40% less damage while you're attacking his backside. That 40% makes or breaks a fight, not even gonna lie. Looks like Bounty Hunter now's just trying to do some stuff to that Troll Warlord. Troll's not gonna, take that much damage. He does have a ring of Basilisk, and I don't think he actually, no, yeah, he did change that to just affecting heroes. And why? Oh, that's Bounty Hunter going ahead and using a ward right there. Meantime, looks like Troll Warlord with his Wild Axes does a ton of damage, surprisingly, to that Bounty Hunter. Looks like Bounty Hunter may actually die here. Now, I'm not actually sure which that was, and right there, Leshrac gets to go with the stun. The split earth onto Bounty Hunter. Definitely not looking good for him. Meantime, we got Alchemist being chased right here by that Magnus, and that regeneration just saved his butt, to be completely honest. However, it's not going to save for long. The shockwave actually gets him. In the meantime, up at top, Bristleback died to Centaur Warrunner, it looks like. So pretty good for them. Definitely evening it up. I actually have, slightly evening it up. That Centaur Warrunner will start to become pretty beefy and do a ton of damage once he reaches level, I would say 7 or so. I mean, he can use his double edge and do a ton of, just a ton of upfront damage. That's 250 damage at level 2 with double edge, but he also does the same amount to himself. It's not as good as you think. Although it cannot kill the Centaur Warrunner, it can bring him to 1 health, that's it. I think the only champion that can actually suicide themselves is Pudge and Techies, if they're even in Dota 2 right now. I mean, I know Pudges, I don't know about Techies. It looks like that Darkseer's, running because he cannot deal with the jungle right about now. He's probably going to go ahead and go back to base, regen health, and then go back, and I believe that should have will maybe set up a double camp right there. We'll have to see. Meantime, looks like this Bounty Hunter is just way out of position. There's really nothing you can do. Actually, where the hell is Bounty Hunter? He's actually coming in middle right here to try and get something done onto that Magnus, and they ain't having any of that. Magnus bottles double damage, and he's gonna get ulted right here by that Bounty Hunter. So they know exactly what's going on here. Bounty Hunter, or not Bounty Hunter, Alchemist gets a nice stun off. However, it's not enough to actually do significant damage to Magnus and cause him to die, but it will cause him to go ahead and waste that double damage relatively early. He would rather want to save that as for as long as possible, rather, which looks like he is intending on doing. I misspoke. My bad. Yo, Noobcasters, noob, whatever. Means that we got Bounty Hunter coming in here. That Diablo Edict doing a ton of damage to the tower. And that's just not good right now for Bounty Hunter. Let's take a look at the last its denies right now, because that'll tell a pretty decent story right now. So Darkseer and Lifestealer are the top two at 32-0 for Darkseer, 28-1 for Lifestealer. Magnus is at 24-5, and Centaur Warrunner is at 22-5. Alchemist is at 22-3. Troll is at 18-5. Bounty Hunter is at 16-4. Skywrath Mage is at 6-2. Bristleback is at 5-0, and Lesh is at 4-3. That's just in denies and alone. That's pretty big for both teams. You'd obviously want to see as many as possible to deny your enemies as much experience as possible. Looks like right here, this Bounty Hunter is getting caught out here. I believe that was the wild axes by Troll Warlord, and yes, the tower actually does enough damage to get Bounty Hunter the kill. In the meantime, Bristleback gets the kill up on top on Skywrath Mage. I'm actually going to go ahead and rewind it here and see how that Skywrath Mage died. So right there, Skywrath Mage, it looks like he took a ton of damage, and that Bristleback just, hit him with his W a couple of times and his Q once or twice. Again, his Q actually can do a ton of damage as well. I believe it's stacked as many times as you can get it to. Oh no, I'm sorry. The stack or max damage that the Quill Sprite can do is 400 damage, but that is a lot of damage. That's a significant amount of damage. In the meantime, it looks like Magnus got the kill in middle. I'm gonna go ahead and rewind this yet again, just to see what happened here. So it looks like Alchemist has his ult up, and Magnus is just gonna go ahead and use Shockwave once or twice, just to get some damage onto that Alchemist. And here we go, the skewer onto that Alchemist. That'll help get the kill, and Magnus uses Shockwave to go ahead and land the killing blow. Yeah. The voiceover work, all I can say is wow. Meantime, Bounty Hunter with three Iron Branches, he really wants to have as much agility and whatnot as possible, which is why he has the Poor Man's Shield. It also just allows him to survive a little longer. Every point of strength does increase your health by 19. So that's pretty big. And ult right there. Ooh, I'm sorry guys. Again, I'm rewinding this just to see what happened here. So we got Bristleback taking a ton of damage. There's the ult from Centaur Warrunner. And it looks like Centaur Warrunner gets the kill with Skywrath Mage gets the kill with his concussive shot. Now that does a ton of damage. Nice stun right there by that Lesh. A nice ult right there by Darkseer. That's Troll Warlord gets a kill with his wild axes. Magnus gets a double kill with, I believe, his Shockwave. Shockwave and Skewer, I believe, allowed him to get the double kill right there. Again, I'm still trying to get used to the whole calling abilities instead of calling who killed who. So please, bear with me. It's going to take quite a bit, because I'm used to calling who killed who and being relatively close on what abilities were used based upon what I see. Meantime, Magnus already has his Blink Dagger, and we're only 10 minutes in. It's pretty fast Blink Dagger. Not the fastest that I've ever seen, but still pretty fast. Just looking at the kills, deaths, and assists, Magnus is at 4-0. We got Leshrac at 103, Skywrath Mage at 112, Centaur Warrunner 111, Bounty Hunter at 110, Bristleback at 122. Meantime, looks like wow, that Lifestealer doing a ton of damage to Alchemist, and Alchemist with a beautiful stun right there, allowing Lifestealer to get. Lifestealer died to. No, Lifestealer killed Bounty Hunter. No, Lifestealer killed Alchemist, and Bounty Hunter killed Lifestealer. So that'll put Bounty Hunter at 210 now. Lifestealer is at 110. Bristleback's at 122 still. Skywrath Mage is at 121. Darkseer is at 012, and Alchemist is at 031. And now this Bounty Hunter is kind of seeing what he can do without having mana, which, to be completely honest, isn't a whole much. A nice Arcane Bolt right there by Skywrath Mage, and wow, that Wild Axe is doing a ton of damage to that Bounty Hunter. A Bounty Hunter just running for his life right here. However, Skywrath Mage does a ton of damage, and he's going to go ahead and save his teammate for now. And that ultimate from Skywrath Mage is just doing a ton of damage. I mean, it's about, 600 damage, and then you take into effect magic resist, so about 570 or so, roughly. That's really a lot. Now, we still have a long way to go. In the meantime, it looks like Magnus goes down, blinks in here, gets the kill on Darkseer with a shockwave. I don't know if he popped his ultimate or not, and that bolt is going very far. And does get Magnus. Looks like it was the Arcane Bolt? I have to assume. Yeah, it was Arcane Bolt because that is a lot of damage. Meantime, we got Centaur Warrunner popping his ultimate right here, and they're going on Bristleback up top here. Bounty Hunter and Centaur Warrunner both. Looks like Lifestealer is going to go ahead and save him for now. And Bounty Hunter actually dies to the tower. So that's a split amount of gold between Bristleback and Lifestealer, which not necessarily the best thing. In that case, it is the best case scenario. Well, other than dying to the junk camp right over here. But hey, that's just less gold for both of them. Let's go ahead and look at the last hits and eyes again. So Lifestealer is at 55 and 1. Darkseer is at 50 and 0. Alchemist at 43 and 6. That Goblin's Greed or Greevil's Greed, which do they name it? Greevil's Greed. Greevil's Greed definitely coming into handy here. And Centaur Warrunner is at 39 and 6. Magnus is at 32 and 6. And it looks like now we got wow, that Magnus actually trying to get into a good position to go ahead and kill somebody. Got a nice bolt right there, and wow, that Centaur Warlord just gets the kill on Tor Warlord without any problems. And beautiful right there by Darkseer. Magnus, meantime, dies to Darkseer, I believe just due to the Ion Shell and just everything else. And Darkseer, Bounty Hunter going ahead and pick up the kill with, I think, an auto attack. Yeah, he gets the kill with an auto attack, and Jinda proccing. Darkseer gets the kill on Bristleback, and that Leshrack's trying to get a kill on somebody here. And nice Arcane Bolt by Skywrath Mage and Concussive Shot. Concussive Shot did a ton of damage and got the kill for him. So now, let's just go ahead and look at that. So, after all of the dust settles from that fight, we got Magnus at 522, Skywrath Mage at 324. We got Bounty Hunter at 322.
Double damage.
Centaur Warrunner 224. Lifestealer at 222. We've got Darkseer at 234. Leshrack at 113. We've got Troll Warlord at 122. Bristleback at 135, and we got Alchemist at 031. For last hits denies, Lifestealer is at 59 and 1. About to be 61 soon. Then we've got actually Troll Warlord doing just nothing here, just scaring Bounty Hunter away. And I believe Bounty Hunter did get dusted. Yes, he did. But that dust lifted and he should be good. But anyway, yes, Lifestealer is at 61 and 1. Alchemist is at 54 and 6. Darkseer is at 56 and 0. Centaur Warrunner is at 69 and 6. Magnus is at 32 and 6. Bounty Hunter is at 28 and 7. Troll Warlord is at 28 and 5. Bristleback's at 28 and 1. Leshrack is at 16 and 3. And Skywrath Mage is at 11 and 2. And that's that Darkseer, man, just kind of going to town on the jungle camps. But, you know, he's Darkseer. Ion Shell's pretty good for that, and yeah, can you blame him? Bristleback, in the meantime, actually gets probably the tankiest item he could actually afford at this point in the game, which will be a Vanguard. Does help block damage, it helps with the health regen, and yeah, it gives him more health. You know, it has what he needs. And what he needs is what it has. Again, some idiocracy right there. Meantime, the Bristleback just taking no damage whatsoever due to Bristleback. You know, 40% damage reduction's pretty big. I don't know if I can stress that enough. Now, Skywrath Mage, he's pretty wonky. You know, he does a ton of damage just basically, and it looks like a nice concussive shot right there. Won't do a lot of damage, just enough to be like, hey, I'm here, not much you can do. Meantime, we got, wow, that Troll Warlord getting caught out by 2 here, and Troll Warlord's gonna go ahead and just somehow magnificently get away right here for a few seconds. He's probably gonna go ahead and die. No, he actually does manage to get away. Nope, actually Centaur Warlord gets the kill with Double Edge. Double Edge does 400 damage. Yeah, 400 magical damage, and then you take into resistance and stuff like that. It's pretty big. 174 damage coming in right there by Skywrath Mage with concussive shot. And the Arcane Bolt will do a surprising amount of damage as well. It does get it multiplied by his int. And that's what I was going to say. Wow, Magnus going right on top of that Skywrath Mage, doing a ton of damage, and Skywrath Mage popping his ultimate, trying to do as much damage as he can, and Lifestealer picks up the kill on Skywrath Mage after popping Rage. Rage and Open Wound. And Bounty Hunter goes in and kills Lesh right here, just with auto attacks and, yeah, Shuriken Toss. I believe he also did ultimate for the extra gold, so that's nice. Extra gold, always good. Meantime, we got Bristleback chasing that Darkseer down here. And Darkseer's trying to run for his life right about now. And Bristleback does get the kill, thanks to Bristleback and Quill Spray. And that Bounty Hunter is trying to chase, and it's not going to be worth it until that... Actually, no, it's not going to be worth it at all, because Centaur, or Magnus is right there, as is Troll Warlord, and they're going to save that Bristleback for now. And wow, that's Troll Warlord just taking a ton of damage, and that's going to be dead Troll Warlord by the hands of, looks like Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter got the kill with an auto attack. And nice ult right there by, who was it? Magnus just popped his ult, I believe. Yeah, Magnus popped his ult to have that happen. Meantime, Magnus gets the kill on Bounty Hunter and that killing spree. And wow, Bounty Hunter does buy back, and Skywrath Mage gets the kill, I believe, with just auto attacks. Yes, he got it with just auto attacks. Either auto attacks or Ancient Seal. Either way, that's very good for him. And they're going to go ahead and probably push top right about now. That tower only has about 400 health. It would be wise for them to go ahead and push it. Bounty Hunter's got an Orb of Venom, which we've seen plenty of Bounty Hunters get that now. And yeah, it's become a standard in Bounty Hunter's kit. Again, tower's going to go down. No huge surprise right there. Skywrath Mage does get the tower kill, and not that huge of an issue. Meantime, Alchemist dies, but he dies to creeps, it looks like, because his gold was split amongst Troll Warlord and Lesharak. So he's probably happy that at least they didn't get the full gold for him. Meantime, we got Lifestealer going ahead and pushing bottom, and he's already got a armlet. He's got an armlet and a head of Midas. Yep, there's his armlet of Mortigan, and he's got his hand of Midas as well as the power treads. So he actually has a lot of attack speed. That's not good. I mean, yeah, he doesn't do that much upfront damage, but then you add in his feast, you add in his rage, and then open wounds. That's... You know, first of all, rage just grants him magic immune for a few seconds and increased attack speed. You know, and then his open wounds gives him more lifesteal. And then feast just gives him more damage and lifesteal, really. But it's percentage-based lifesteal, not just, you know, damage lifesteal. Alchemist goes ahead and gets his stun ready here. Looks like he's going to go ahead and try and stun Magnus. And he does pull a stun off. Nice vacuum right there by Darkseer. And Darkseer pops his Ion Shell, and Darkseer gets the kill, I believe, with Ion Shell onto that Magnus. And that Bristleback running for his dear life right about now. He does take some minor damage, not a whole lot though, and he should be able to survive without a problem. Meantime, we got Troll Warlord going ahead and gonna go back middle here, stop that Centaur War Runner from pushing middle. Looks like that Leshrek's gonna go ahead and do the same thing, and the Dire go ahead and back off up top. Centaur definitely making one or two people go back middle and protect and not kill his teammates, really. Now, I don't like doing this, because it's just a lot of dead air, but, you know, we got Magnus at 643, we got Bounty Hunter at 534, Skywrath Mage at 435, Centaur War Runner at 325, we've got Lifestealer at 322, Darkseer at 344, Bounty Hunter at 344, I'm sorry, Bounty Hunter at... I actually lost sight of him. Oh no, Bounty Hunter's up at the top. I meant Darkseer. Darkseer's at 344. My bad. So yeah, Darkseer's at 344. Bristleback's at 236. Leshrek's at 124. Troll Warlord's at 144. And Alchemist is at 042. But Alchemist isn't known to be getting kills pretty early game. He's more of a late game champion. Once you get certain items, you get his attack speed up, you get, you know, a Emulsioneer, or, you know, Maelstrom would be good. Get a Assault Cuirass, a Bash maybe, or a Black King bar, a Monkey King bar. You know, once he gets more items, he, you know, is very item dependent, really. So the more items he gets, the better he is off. I've got an Eye of Scotty on Alchemist, and it's just like, lol, ton of health, ton of mana, and yeah, people call me noob, but it's like, they kind of can't get away, and then you add in the Cranium Basher, and it's pretty dope. They get stun locked and they're slowed, because why not?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now, in the meantime, let's look at the last hits tonight. So Lifestealer's at 110 and 1. Darkseer's at 100 and 0. We got, wow, Skywrath Mage getting the kill on Alchemist, or on Leshrek. Where is that at? Looks like that was middle. Now Skywrath Mage is gonna be dead here. Nice ult right there by Magnus. Lifestealer gets the kill on Skywrath Mage. Again, pretty much with auto attacks, really, there's not much else he could have done. Nice ult right there, though, by that Darkseer. And that Lifestealer is gonna go ahead and try and get something done here. But it looks like it's not going to happen. They're all going to run away here and be in a very good position. Got Alchemist somewhere in that mix. I heard the Greevil's Greed. And where's... Oh, Alchemist was in the jungle. I don't know why I heard Greevil's Greed proc. Really don't. In the meantime, Bristleback's taking a little damage, not a whole lot. And they're going to go ahead and just kind of position themselves kind of around here. You know, see if they can put any pressure on. Alchemist does have his ultimate, which makes him kind of a beast and a pain to deal with. But now, since he's no longer got his ultimate up, you know, he should be easier to deal with. He has a ton of attack speed. Ton of attack speed when his ult is up. And plus, he has, you know, Hand of Midas, and he now has a Radiance for the increased damage. So, as I was saying before the fight happened, we now have Lifestealer at 114 and 1, Darkseer at 106 and 0, Alchemist at 102 and 7, Centaur War Runner at 77 and 6, Troll at 61 and 7, Bristleback at 50 and 1, Magnus at 48 and 6, Bounty Hunter at 37 and 7. Then we've got Leshrek at 19 and 5, and Skywrath Mage at 17 and 3. Meantime, Troll is just trying to go ahead and farm middle here. And this is what I mean, that Troll is one of those weird champions where he can go melee, where he can be range. You'd want to prefer him to be melee because of the increased health he gets. He gets increased armor, I believe, as well. He gets more movement speed, and he actually does get more armor. He gets more health. His base attack speed drops, so he's actually attacking faster. He gets a stun chance, and, you know, a duration as well as bonus damage for his stun. At level 2, well, all levels he has a 10% chance to stun, but the duration of the stun goes up as he levels up his Berserker's Rage rather, and the damage also goes up, the bonus damage from Bash. That's, you know, a lot of stuff, and Bounty Hunter right now just ulting onto one person so that we can get vision. Nothing of any major note. And both teams right now just kind of be, you know, just kind of testing the waters a little bit, seeing where the opponent's at, you know, seeing if they can get more farm in here and there. That Alchemist just using that Greevil's Greed to great effect right about now. You know, he's got his boots, he's got his Hand of Midas, and he's got Radiance. You really can't ask for much else right about now. He has to get more farm, otherwise he will be pretty much useless. He needs to have items. As I said, he's a very item-dependent champion. You know, you can say some champions like Darkseer aren't as item-dependent, but they still are. But, you know, Alchemist, once you get his stun off, and you have his acid spray down, he has nothing else. Looks like now he actually has his stun up, but he can't stun anybody, and he dies right there to Lifestealer in a 5v1 scenario. Or, yeah, 5v1 scenario. Wow. I should call that one right. Meantime, looks like they're going to do a tower trade here. The middle tower is going to die on the Radiant side, and the top tower is going to go ahead and die on the Dire side. So, fair trade-off, but the Radiant will go ahead and they're going to have to back off here because the Dire is still going to go ahead and push, and they're going to do some damage to this tower, not a whole lot, but they'll get it down a couple hundred hit points. They won't get it down to 1,000, but they'll get it to maybe, you know, 700, you know, 800, 700, somewhere around there. Looks like they will get it actually to 500 before they go ahead and, well, before it gets fortified. And the top tower is actually having the same thing happen to it. So they're in a wonky tower trade scenario where they only have one person per side going ahead and defending. And actually, the Dire doesn't have anybody defending, so they're going to go ahead and try and get back up top here ASAP. Otherwise, that tower is going to go and die, and the barracks are going to be under grave threat. And that tower is going to go down regardless of what happens here. That tower is DAD dead. And it looks like that's Lesh actually is going to go ahead and die here in about 2 seconds flat. Darkseer gets the kill with I think just auto attacks. In the meantime, Skywrath Mage gets the kill on Troll Warlord. I'm not entirely sure with what, but looks like that burst. I actually can't even tell who that is right there in that mix. Looks like it was Lifestealer, got caught between everybody. I think he got stunned by Alchemist and was just taking a ton of damage from everybody else. So definitely not good for the Dire. They lost their top towers, and the barracks was taking some damage. Granted, the barracks survived, but you know that definitely leaves an attack path open now for the Radiant to kind of go ahead and just push to their heart's content up at top, knowing they have no towers to stop them. I will say this though, the Dire has a very, very strong team fight combos between Alchemist's Acid Spray, Skywrath Mage's ultimate, Darkseer's ultimate, and Centaur Warrunner's stun, as well as his ultimate, and just the entirety that each individual brings to the team fight. They have more AoE damage than the Radiant does, and thus they'll be able to, well, in theory at least, they'll be able to win team fights without that much of a problem. The champions that'll give them the problems will be champions like Lifestealer and Bristleback, maybe even Troll Warlord. Actually, Magnus, Lifestealer, and Bristleback will be the top 3 nuisances for the Dire to go ahead and deal with. Just plain and simple. Bristleback just is a giant, massive tank. You don't really focus him until, like, he's the last one alive because of, you know, Bristleback and then his Quill Spray. Granted, you can go ahead and activate Quill Spray on cooldown as long as he has the mana, but you know, generally you'd have your back turned towards your enemy and just be letting Quill Spray go off naturally like that. Whenever he takes, you know, 250 damage from the rear, he releases Quill Spray at the current level of Quill Spray. But, you know, it doesn't cost mana, so that's a bonus. And here you go, Alchemist has his Maelstrom. Or Maelstrom, rather. So that's, he's probably going to go ahead and get a Malgenir. Again, I get that name wrong all the time. But yeah, definitely the Radiant can go ahead and single people out and kill them, but just AoE wise, the Dire definitely have the upper hand. Looks like now they're going to go ahead and catch Leshrac out here. Skywrath Mage gets the kill with his W, with his concussive shot. His Arcane Bolt did a lot of damage, as did his concussive shot, but it was his concussive shot that actually managed to get the kill. Obviously, his teammates helped with that. Looks like now we got Alchemist and Darkseer getting caught out here by Lifestealer, and Alchemist is gonna go ahead and survive just barely. Nice start right there by Alchemist. Skywrath Mage gets the kill. I'm not even sure which ability got the kill, but that was a lot of stuns and ult and everything was used to kill that Lifestealer. That is no bueno at all. Meantime, looks like they're gonna go ahead and take Roshan right now. Skywrath Mage is just kind of, hanging back and be like, hey, yeah, there's not much you guys can do. And that Alchemist just, wow. He's got a ton of health regen, but yeah, that's what you can expect from his Chemical Rage. He has an overall health regen of 60 health a second. That is a lot, and Alchemist actually picks up the Aegis. Wow. Not somebody I'd expect to see the Aegis on for the Dire side. You expect to see it on maybe Bounty Hunter or Skywrath or even on Centaur, and they're probably, complaining at Bounty Hunter like, dude, why'd you do that? It's definitely kind of a waste considering Alchemist doesn't bring the most, he's not the one that does the most damage in the team fights. Yeah, he's a nuisance with his stun, but right now he still doesn't have enough AoE or any sort of damage. Yeah, he does, he attacks pretty fast, but versus who he's against, the only ones he'd really be able to kill would be Troll and Leshrac. That's about it. Because Bristleback, Lifestealer, and Magnus can all just womp him 1v1. And let's be honest here, that's what they hope for the most. And yeah, let's just go ahead and check the KDA now. So we've got Skywrath Mage at 846, we've got Magnus at 645, Bounty Hunter at 538, Lifestealer at 542, Darkseer at 446 rather, Centaur Warrunner at 328. Then we have Bristleback at 237, Alchemist at 156, Leshrac at 155, and Troll Warlord at 155. For the last hits denies, we have Alchemist at 179 and 7, Lifestealer at 149 and 1, Darkseer at 145 and 1, Centaur Warrunner at 106 and 6, Troll Warlord at 104 and 7. Then we have, wow, that's a big gap, Bristleback at 71 and 7. And wow, that Bristleback, that Alchemist actually gets caught out here, and Alchemist dies to Magnus and Bristleback, really. And Leshrac does a ton of damage as well. Just, yeah, Alchemist gets caught out here. I guess Alchemist was going for Leshrac and didn't manage to do so. But anyway, yes, Bristleback is at 71 and 7. Bounty Hunter is at 68 and 7. Magnus is at 62 and 7. Skywrath Mage is 23 and 8. And Leshrac is at 27 and 5. This bottom tower is most likely dead. And wow, nice play right there by Lifestealer going infesting in onto Magnus. Magnus gets ulted right there and just gets shut down by Centaur Warrunner. Lifestealer goes in and just focuses down onto, wow, Lifestealer focuses on Darkseer and gets the kill. Bristleback now, he's on a rampage going for his, that Bounty Hunter. And yeah, I have no idea what happened there, so I'm going to go ahead and rewind here about 30 seconds. So we see, wow, Centaur Warrunner gets the kill with Double Edge. Now Lifestealer just auto-attack and gets the kills. Same thing with that Bristleback. So Lifestealer and Bristleback just get the kills with auto-attacks, really. And there's not much that they could have done to prevent that. And lol, Bounty Hunter gets the invisibility rune when he can invis. That is just a D move right there. Just D move on Bounty Hunter. Meantime, that Lifestealer just... Wow, he's a full-blown attack speed at this point in time. He activates that armlet, he's got a ton of damage. You know, it's kind of sad. He's got, you know, he's got attack speed with the Hand of Midas, he's got it with the armlet as well as his power treads. And now he's got it with the Maelstrom as well once he gets that. Or once it's in his inventory. Meantime, Alchemist gets a kill right here onto Lesh with just auto attack. Skywrath Mage gets a kill. I'm not even sure with what. And it looks like the concussive shot right there onto Bristleback doing nothing, and they're just trying to kill Bristleback right now. And again, that, you know, 40% damage reduction playing in, well, coming to big play right there. Skywrath Mage gets the kill, and he's now Again, I cannot call which spells hit who without slowing it to it's like half speed. So forgive me if I miss 80-90% of the spells that go off. It looks like now the Dire is going to go ahead and push middle here. I mean, there's only 2 people to go ahead and stop them. One of them was just top and used Blink to go ahead and, you know, blink as close to middle as he could. And that Alchemist just soaking up some tower hits. Not like he can't regen it back because his ult kind of goes through like that. Bounty Hunter now, he's got a Vladimir's Offering, Lincoln Sphere, and that's really about it. You know, Darkseer's got a Shiva's Guard or Shiva's Guard. He's got Vanguard. He's actually very tanky. And looks like Bounty Hunter now is getting caught out here, and Troll Warlord gets the kill with the help of his allies. Wild Axe is going out right there, and I gotta assume he got the kill with, you know, just auto attacks. A lot of the champions on the Radiant side are actually just auto attack champions. Troll Warlord and Lifestealer being 2 of them. You know, not saying that they don't have other abilities, just yeah, the brunt of their damage comes from their auto attacks. And now we got the Dire going ahead and retreating here. I don't know if I can do that, guys. Just call out the spells. Again, I'm gonna have to like slow it down to times, you know, to half speed. Just call out who does what with what spells. You know, who hits what with what. Because, yeah, it's gonna take some time for me to get used to. You know, a lot of you guys suggested like, hey, stupid, you should go ahead and do this. That'll help improve your casting. Yeah. Bear with me. Meantime, this Skywrath Mage doesn't have that much to his, you know, it's his name. Yeah, he's got a Void Stone. He's got a Rod of Atos, or Atos? Not even sure how you pronounce that. He's got a Mechanism and Arcane Boots. It's really about it. And I don't know why Lifestealer sent an illusion to Roshan when it's... Ooh, sorry, it's obviously down. I guess maybe because if you send an illusion there, it does, or I don't know. I think it was just for scouting. Look, I'm a caster. You can't expect me to know what's inside, you know, the players' heads at any given point in time. I can guess, but yeah, wow, that Troll Warlord just major attack speed. Just wow. And he has a Vladimir's Offering at that. Yeah. Not, you know, it's not uncommon, except, you know, you actually see like a Mask of Madness or Satanic on him. Meantime, we got Skywrath Mage just probably about to get caught out here by Lifestealer Magnus combo yet again. And yeah, it looks like he's running for his life, as is Darkseer, and they're just both running for their life, and run they shall. Magnus is not able to do much here. And he's actually maybe trying to get the courier kill. Meantime, nice ult right there by Darkseer. And nice ult right there by Skywrath Mage, just catching a few people out in there. Not a huge amount. And, alright, here's what I'm going to do, guys. Because we see that people are dying. But I'm going to go ahead and back this up just a little further. So I'm slowing it down to half speed here. We got this knock going on to Darkseer here. Stun onto Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage goes ahead and pops Mechanism. Now we got Troll Warlord just using his Wild Axe's Darkseer with the ultimate right here. And Darkseer gets ulted right there by Magnus. Now Darkseer is being just auto-attacked constantly by that Troll Warlord. Troll Warlord's taking a massive amount of damage. Meantime, we've got Centaur Warrunner being stunned here as well. We've got Lifestealer just auto-attacking that Centaur Warrunner to death. Bounty Hunter gets the kill on Lesh in the meantime, and Magnus gets the kill on Darkseer. Alchemist just auto-attacks his way to victory against Troll Warlord. Lifestealer does the same thing to Centaur, and now we've got Alchemist picking up triple kill just with auto-attacks, Daedalus, and the Melgenir. So, ultra kill on him. That's what I mean when I say Alchemist is very item reliant. He's got a Daedalus now, he's got his Radiant, he's got a Melgenir. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. That's a complete ace. They're gonna go ahead and push this and take the barracks at that. If they don't take the barracks, then there's something completely wrong here. Looking at the last hits in, KDA, actually, wow, yeah, Lifestealer, Magnus, and Troll just bought back into the game. Lesh should be up in a few seconds here, and the only one left that could buy back would be that Bristleback. In the meantime, we've got, I'm just going to go ahead and slow this down to half speed. We got an auto-attack fight going on here between Troll Warlord and Alchemist. Alchemist dies finally. Magnus hits Shockwave after Troll Warlord just beat the living snot out of Alchemist. Let's be completely honest here. That troll did a ton of damage. And now Magnus trying to go ahead and get a kill on somebody here. And apparently Bromo Sapiens complaining that he couldn't click on Troll. I kind of do and don't want to believe that. So anyway, yes. KDA, we've got Skywrath Mage at 10-4-11, Magnus at 9-6-8, Lifestealer at 7-5-6, Bounty Hunter at 6-4-10. Wow. Alchemist caught up by a wide margin with that triple kill, and he's now 6-7-8. We've got Centaur Warrunner at 4-4-11. We've got Darkseer at 4-6-9, Bristleback at 3-5-11. Troll Warlord at 2-7-10 rather, and Leshrac at 1-7-7. Meantime, we do have Bounty Hunter going ahead and pushing here, and Troll's gonna go ahead and go straight to this Bounty Hunter, and Bounty Hunter's gonna be wise to go ahead and run here, and he does do so after forcing Troll to use a little bit of mana, not a huge amount. Not any that he can't regen back. And let's look at the creeps. That Alchemist now pulling way ahead, 265-7. Then Lifestealer at 199-2. Darkseer at 166-1. Centaur Warrunner at 138-6. Then we have Troll Warlord at Centaur Warlord 138-6. Troll at 130-7. Bounty Hunter at 99-8. Magnus at 91-7. Then we have Bristleback at 85-2, Leshrac at 44-5, and Skywrath at 37-4. And Magnus now just killing things left and right with Shockwave because, hey, it does damage. You know, it does damage to the siege creeps as well, which I think people forget sometimes. And yeah, that Troll's attack speed just kind of nuts when he pops Battle Trance. You know, 180 attack speed. Yeah, that is bananas. And now we've got Bounty Hunter going ahead and he's going to be able to scout here on what's going on. And you know, he actually goes and pops his ultimate on Leshrac, just be like, hey, I know what's going on here. And I'm curious as to what's about to happen here. I've got my finger on the slow speed button just in case something major does happen. We actually have both teams now kind of in a weird spot. You know, we're getting to that point of the game where farm really doesn't matter and you have to get the good engagements. I mean, farm does matter, but not in a huge amount. Wow. He's got a Heaven's Halberd now. Yeah, that's just, again, bananas. Alchemist.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, there at this point in time, farm doesn't really matter all that much. It's more about the team engagement and what can happen.
Dire's bottom tower is under
You know,
attack.
again, the AoE is definitely on the Dire side. They have just a lot of AoE, especially with Alchemist, with the Mulgenier and the Radiant, as well as his, you know, just overall presence there. Bounty Hunter doesn't really have any AoE to speak of, but you got Darkseer with a lot of AoE. You've got Skywrath Mage with some. Then you have Centaur Warrunner with his AoE stun, as well as his single targets. In the meantime, we got an ult right here by Centaur, an ult right here by Magnus, and by Lifestealer doing that infest trick yet again. Meantime, we got Magnus going ahead and popping his ult, and they're gonna go ahead and try and kill somebody here, it looks like. I cannot actually even keep up with what's going on, even at 0.5 speed. Looks like we got Centaur being the focus here. Lifestealer goes ahead and auto-attacks Alchemist down. Bristleback gets the auto-attack kill on Centaur. Bounty Hunter gets the auto-attack kill, I assume, at least onto Lesh. And now Darkseer is going to go ahead and run away here. Not much they can do to prevent Darkseer from running away. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and try and get that Skywrath Mage. And Skywrath will be able to survive for now. Not saying that he won't get caught up on and killed, but he will survive for now. That Centaur, or not Centaur, Magnus can definitely go ahead and do something. However, that's a beautiful chunk of damage right there that Magnus just took from Skywrath. And Skywrath is still not letting up and doing just a ton more. And he's gonna go ahead and get the kill right there with his Arcane Bolt. And Troll just goes ahead and pushes here and takes the top barracks. He gets the melee barracks. And Skywrath goes ahead and pops everything he can. Troll's gonna go ahead and just, you know, wail on that Bounty Hunter, and Bounty Hunter's in no position to do anything really except for run. And he's running for his dear life. Skywrath just doing a ton of damage. And nice shuriken toss, doing just a little more damage. And wow, Skywrath should get the kill here in the next second. No, Darkseer gets the kill with the vacuum. It's a nice play right there by Darkseer. However, both barracks up at top are gone now. So now that's one lane that they cannot stop being pushed, or that they have to worry about being pushed a lot. Their bottom is being pushed, or was being pushed, and now they're starting to get the upper hand with the two ranged minions, or two ranged creeps rather, and their middle was being pushed. Definitely not this, you know, definitely not good for the Dire right about now. But you know what I think can happen in the next, you know, 12 minutes or so? Ooh. Sorry. Been quite a long day. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do for now on. Slow it down to, you know, half speed, or what is the lowest? A quarter speed? I don't think I need to go to a quarter. I think half I can do. But I definitely can't call who's, you know, all the different ults and stuff going on. It's rough for me right now. Centaur is getting a little bit of farm in here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Centaur go for another heart, to be completely honest. I mean, it's not necessarily the best thing, but it does help. You know, although you could get, let's see, what else does the Reaver build into? I think that's really it that he would want to get. And of course I can't even look at the shop because of the UI display. Now actually I'll go ahead and check now, or the Reaver. Yeah, the Reaver builds into Heart and Satanic. That is it. Plain and simple, that is it. Satanic or another Heart of Tarask. Tarasku, again, however you want to pronounce it. And that Lifestealer is just, wow. That is a ton of attack damage, or a ton of attack speed. And meantime, Alchemist is doing his job up at top. It looks like he's building towards a BKB now. But what is he going to sacrifice? Maybe the Heaven's Halberd? I have to assume the Heaven's Halberd. Otherwise, that would be pretty stupid if he didn't. You know, you kind of need the BKB. Otherwise, you're just shut down. You know, Alchemist's going to go ahead and just wail on the tower. He's got a ton of attack speed. He can go ahead and afford to do this. You He also has a ton of regen, and he's about to get caught out here by 4 of them. And I just want to point something out here. He's getting killed or getting attacked by 4 people here. Now he's got his stun going. He's going to try and stun, looks like Troll. He's going to try and kill Troll with just auto attacks, and he gets stomped in about 2 seconds flat due to Bristleback, Magnus, and Lifestealer. I cannot even make that one up. You guys just saw that in half speed. It looked like, you know, a second, which it was about 3. That's still pretty bad, and I was about to say nobody picked up the Aegis, but there you go. So now, Bounty Hunter does have the Eye of Scotty. I'm impressed. Meantime, we do have, wow, we got Troll Warlord trying to go in here and do something. Centaur gets the kill with a double edge, and that Darkseer now is being attacked by Lifestealer, and Lifestealer's not letting up. Lifestealer gets the attack, or gets the kill on Darkseer here. Looks like he may also get the kill onto Bounty Hunter. Nice ult in right there by Magnus. He teleported, or blinked in and ulted. Lifestealer gets the double kill right here on Darkseer and onto Bounty Hunter. And that Skywrath mage, the only one left alive aside from the inevitable, yeah. Lesh gets the kill with his ultimate, and that's going to be a dead Centaur War Runner as well. However, he does stun, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to go ahead and die here. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just speed this up here because, you know, he's about to revive, and oh look, he's getting slowed down by the snot, or vicious nasal goo, and he actually pops his ult to get away. Not even to do damage, just to get away. Now, you know, they did push top pretty good, which, you know, that's more power to them, but it's about to be pushed in yet again, just by the creeps. And yeah, Troll went ahead and bought back here, but his team's already at the enemy base. You know, he's just buying back so he can go ahead and defend. The middle barracks now go ahead and die here, but you know, that's just kind of a slap in the face, dying to losing to Justin Bieber. In the meantime, I have no idea. I guess, actually, wow, I'm gonna go ahead and rewind this really quick, just to show this to you. So, the stun from Alchemist is about to come out here, and there it goes, and this blink actually caused it to detonate at the very, very end. In the meantime, Lifestealer doing a ton of damage to that Alchemist and vice versa, and Lifestealer just with the stun lock getting the kill onto that Alchemist. Lifestealer now is going for that Centaur War Runner, and nothing Centaur can do to stop this. Centaur is getting attacked by just about everybody and dies to Lifestealer yet again. Nice vacuum. It looks like that Lifestealer is going to go ahead and die to Alchemist. The acid spray actually allows him to get the kill. That is very, very funny. You know, Alchemist buys back, Lifestealer buys back, but the game's pretty much over at this point in time. We got about 8 minutes left. I can go ahead and, you know, speculate that they're gonna lose regardless. Now, just looking at the, you know, KDA now, Lifestealer is at 12, 6, and 9. Then we have, hold on, I'm actually going to put this onto directed camera. We're going to go, Lifestealer's at 12, 6, and 9. Skywrath Mage is 11, 5, and 13. Magnus at 9, 7, 14. Bounty Hunter at 7, 5, 12. Alchemist at 7, 10, 9. Bristleback at 5, 5, 13. Centaur at 5, 6, 12. Darkseer at 5, 7, 12. Lesh at 2, 8, 14. And Troll at 2, 9, 15. For last, it's Sinai's. Again, Alchemist taking the lead with that at 327 and 7. Then we've got Lifestealer at 244 and 2. Darkseer at 182 and 1. Centaur at 158 and 6. 154 and 6 rather. Troll at 152 and 7. Bounty Hunter at 132 and 8. Magnus at 130 and 7. Bristleback at 114 and 2. Lesh at 48 and 5, and Skywrath at 47 and 4. So yeah. Meantime, we do have Bristleback getting damaged here. A lot of nice stun right there by that Centaur. However, that bristleback is just way too tanky at this point in time. He's got a blade now, he's got everything he needs to survive, and he's just not gonna die here. Meantime, the focus shifts from Bristleback over to Troll, and now it's focused on running the balls away. Looks like Centaur's gonna go ahead and die here, and no, he may actually survive. In the meantime, Skywrath Mage is gonna go ahead and get the kill right there onto Troll with the help, well, with his W pretty much, with his concussive shot, and that Lifestealer is gonna go ahead and do whatever the damn well he pleases, because not much they can do to stop him. And yeah, Centaur does survive, but only just. Meantime, we actually have a push coming in here by Bounty Hunter. He's gonna get caught out here by Magnus, but you know, Magnus v Bounty Hunter, and wow, that's a big skewer right into the tower range, and yeah, that Bounty Hunter goes and runs. He runs for dear life, and he knows he just barely got away. I actually don't even know what was popped, just because I think it, you know, the skewer was popped, and I think the shockwave was popped, and the shockwave didn't, oh no, the skewer didn't do any damage thanks to Lincoln's Sphere, but he still got dragged. I believe that is in total what happened.
Double damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, do my usual, like, look at the scoreboard and everything after the game is over. But I think at this point in time, we can pretty much say that the Dire go ahead and lose here because, you know, it's 33-36, and I actually want to mention that it's only 69 kills this entire game. We've had a 52.5-minute game. Yeah, that's pretty big. You know, what was it? We've seen, you know, 100 kill games and stuff like that, but never a nice number like 69. You know, it's always some weird, obscure number like 102 or 86. You know, never 89. Which I wish it would actually stay 89 for the rest of this game. But I doubt that's going to happen. And a Mask of Menace on that Magnus now. And Lifestealer goes ahead and ult onto Magnus yet again. Just proving that that combo is very deadly. And Skywrath Mage going ahead and running away here. But it looks like now that Bristleback's taking a ton of damage. Bounty Hunter actually gets the kill on Lesh in the back here. Alchy comes in from the back, puts his acid spray down, which that is very good. We got a nice skewer right there onto a couple people, and that is just a lot of illusions. And I think that Skywrath Mage does get the kill on Troll Warlord. I'm not entirely sure with what. Looks like Alchemist gets the kill on Lifestealer. Only one left alive right now is Magnus and Bristleback, and Magnus dies right there to Bounty Hunter, and Darkseer gets the kill on Bristleback with the help of illusions and everybody else. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward this because why not? You know, I believe that Bristol, you know, a couple of them can buy back. I don't know if they have the gold though. Leshrac certainly doesn't. Neither does Troll. Bristleback doesn't. Lifestealer does, but I don't think he actually can. This might actually be a game. You know, this might actually be a turnaround here. That's what I mean by there's a lot of AoE damage on the Dire side. And it looks like, yeah, they just go ahead and push here and win. There's not much that the rating could have done at that point in time. That's a big boost right there for the rating, or for the Dire. And that Ancient is going down really quick. And Lifestealer does buy back, however, might be a little too late here. They're going ahead and focusing on that. In the meantime, Leshrac does get the kill on Alchemist, and Bounty Hunter gets the kill on Leshrac. And Bounty Hunter is going to go ahead and die here to Lifestealer, just auto attacks. And Bounty Hunter buys back into the game. And Centaur is going ahead and just going straight for that Ancient, doing whatever he can. And Troll gets the kill with the auto attacks. And everybody on the Dire side goes ahead and buys back. In the meantime, we got a Lifestealer going ahead and pushing here. And he's going to go ahead and die here, gets stunned right there by Alchemist, and Bounty Hunter picks up the kill with the Shuriken toss, I believe. No, he actually gets it with an auto attack. So now we just have like 2 minutes left in the game, and this is a very close game. I think they're going to go ahead and backdoor here. And it would be wise for them to go ahead and do that, because that Ancient only has about 1,000 health, and the Radiant know it. They're going to go ahead and, you know, protect this as much as they possibly can. They're actually not even going to backdoor. They're just going to walk in through the front. And, yeah, this is going to be it. You know, I'm going to put it down to half speed here, and we got just a ton of damage going out everywhere. Troll is focused onto, looks like, onto Centaur. Nice vacuum right there by that Darkseer. Magnus goes ahead, skewers, and ults. And the Radiance, or Dire's more focused on the Ancient than anything else. And that's it. The Dire go ahead and win. They turn this game around. Wow. Again, that's the power of an AoE team. You know, power of an AoE team is very, very potent. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it right about here. And we're going to go ahead, I guess not. Okay. I don't want to see what they're actually getting game. Thank you. Alright, yeah guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and just...
I welcome it.
Alright, there we go. So, overall on the Radiant, or we'll go by, you know, go top to bottom and stuff like that. So for the Radiant, we have a Lesh, who was at 310-17. His endgame items were Mechanism, Force Staff, Arcane Boots, Wards, and Dust. He had his last hits and denies were 54 and 6. Pretty standard for support, except for the, you know, whole, you know, dying 10 times and whatnot. Then we have Troll, who was 411-17. He's got a Magic Wand, Black King Bar. He's got Phase Boots and a Vladimir's Offering. 157 last hits, 7 denies. Bristleback. He's got a Heaven's Halberd. He's got Blade Mail, Pipe of Insight, Vanguard, and Power Treads. 125 last hits, 2 denies. I think I said this, but he was 5'6", 15. Lifestealer, who is 13-8-12. Hand of Midas, Malgenir, or Maginal, or something like that, whatever. You guys know what I mean. An Armlet, he's got a Basher and Boots of Travel. 270 last hits, 2 denies. Magnus, who is at 9-8-15. Black King Bar, Crystallice, Blank Dagger, Mask of Madness, Energy Booster, and Power Treads. 137 last hits, 7 denies. The combo that Lifestealer and Magnus had going on was really, really good. Lifestealer would go inside of Magnus, you know, with the Infest and just pop out after Magnus had everybody that he possibly could stunned. That's a beautiful play right there, allowing Lifestealer to be right in the middle of the action and just go on whoever he can. Then for the Dire, we have Centaur Warrunner, who is 5'7", 18, Tranquil Boots, Pipe of Insight. He's got Vanguard, a Heart of Tarask, and a Plate Mail. I think he was working towards an Assault Keras. 166 last hits, 6 denies. Skywrath Mage, who is 13-5-17. Got a Dagoon level 4. He's got a Rod of Atos, Eul's Scepter of Divinity, Mechanism, and Arcane Boots. I don't count the Magic Wand because it's, you know, pretty low starting item. 66 last hits, 4 denies. Bounty Hunter, 11-6-14. He's got an Eye of Scotty, a Lincoln Sphere. He's got his Phase Boots, Vladimir's Offering, Yasha, and Poor Man's Shield. He's probably going to get a... I don't think he would get a Sanjin Yasha. He's probably going to go towards a Manta style, just because that's more of a standard item on him. 166 last hits, 8 denies. Darkseer, who is 6'8", 16. He's got a Shiva's Guard, a Soul Ring, Arcane Boots, a Aghanim's Scepter. He's got a, I was about to say Thornmail. He had a Vanguard and Headdress of Rejuvenation. Or just Headdress, rather. Again, that was another one of the item names they changed. 206 last hits, 1 deny. An Alchemist, who was the biggest game-changing turnaround right there. 11-8-14, or 8-11-14 rather, Blacking Bar, Heaven's Halberd, Mulgenir. He's got his Power Treads, a Radiance, and a Daedalus. 401 last hits, 7 denies. As you can see, he had 714 gold per minute. That is huge. But then again, Grievel's Greed played into that. And the best thing that the Dire had going for them was they were an AoE powerhouse. Between Skywrath Mage's ultimate, between Alchemist's, Acid Spray, which yes, it doesn't do that much damage, but it does reduce armor. You've got Darkseer's ultimate, his Vacuum, his Ion Shell. Then, again, Centaur Warrunner's Stun, his ultimate, which gives everybody movement speed and stuff like that. Just a ton of AoE. And they had just a very good team engagement where I believe everybody focused on Centaur Warrunner and Bounty Hunter and forgot about Alchemist, and he just really changed, turned the game around for them. And that Mulgenir and Daedalus proved to be a very great asset for him. Other than that, guys, again, I'm still trying to get used to calling the abilities being used to hit, all that stuff. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you all next time.